Hi Leo North Node, welcome to Honeybee U Tarot. My name is Melissa. Today I am doing your reading for mid-November through mid-December, which is essentially going to be looking at the eclipse, the last eclipse season of 2021. So anything that you need to know about North Nodes or this reading, or how to work with me, connect with me, is linked in the description box below. If you are finding throughout this reading that you are enjoying it, please just hit like or subscribe or leave a comment. I'd really appreciate that. Okay, we're going to use the Moonology deck to get an overarching message. Okay, bottom of the deck. A fiery climax approaches. Full moon in Aries. And, ooh, you're very close to achieving your goal. I love that image. Okay, you're very close to achieving your goal. So I will read out of the Moonology Oracle Guidebook at the end of this reading, so stay tuned for that. Let's just jump into the tarot. Okay, I'm using the Rider-Waite, and then I'm going to clarify with Mystic Moments. Am I saying that? Let me see if I'm saying that right. Mystic Moments, or Tarot of Mystical Moments. Okay. And then we'll get one final oracle card at the end. Which is, just so you know, Oracle of the Seven Energies. Again, all of these are going to be listed in the description box below. So let's look at what your challenge is. What could be coming up, or what is challenging you right now, since we are in mid-November anyway. Okay, challenges, potential challenges for Leo North. Ooh, no, that's too much. Let's try to get a little more succinct. Okay. Bottom of the deck, Seven of Wands. Okay. Four of Cups with the Chariot. Okay. You may be feeling some reluctance or some apathy towards towards something. Let me see underneath here. Maybe you've been a bit too withdrawn lately, or not willing to look at opportunities that could take you to the next level, or take you to where you would like to go. Maybe you're not even quite sure. Maybe you don't like any of the opportunities that seem to be presenting themselves right now, and you're kind of resistant to them, or you could be resistant to them, which would be more like Aquarian South Node stuff. But let's get a clarifier here. You know, there comes a point in all of our lives where we have to make choices based on what is presented to us. And it's not always we don't always get the options that we might have wanted, but we do have to start making choices with what is presented to us. And and that can be anxiety provoking because then we also have to deal with the consequences of our choices. Sometimes we don't, none of them seem appealing, but inaction is also a choice and makes it kind of hard to move forward if we don't choose something, right? Yeah, okay. So another 7. The Chariot card is a 7. We've got the 7 of Wands here at the bottom of the deck, and then 7 of Pentacles here at the bottom of this deck. Clarifying. Okay, so the Fool is clarifying here. Yeah, it's like you're going to have to, maybe you're in a place where you need to take that leap of faith and you're just not really liking the choices or options that are available to you because you don't know the outcome. But that's part of your path and your journey, is to really just be willing to take risks, be willing to engage with life as it shows up. It'd be like playing a video game. So you have to do certain things to get to the next level, and then you do certain things there to get to the next level. And it's a process. So you could be dealing with some of that right now. Maybe even kind of wondering, it's almost like a choice point for you right now with all these 7s. You can slide back into doing what you've always done to get what you've always gotten. But for you, Leo North Node, you're supposed to be engaging in taking risks and being really playful with life. So maybe the best thing to do right now would be to evaluate some of the choices that you've made, or how far you have come along a certain part of your journey, and figure out, well, what am I going to leave behind, prune out, let go of, and what is still working for me that I can take with me into the next leg of my journey. Opportunities present. Going within. Let's see. Oh, and we got the 2 of Pentacles. Yeah, it's a choice. 3 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Opportunities, right, is really to go within, to take some time out, to on a deeper level, right? Not necessarily completely, being so withdrawn that you're in depression and apathy, but going within and becoming an observer of your experiences, of your challenges is what's coming to me. And figuring out, I don't know why I want to say this, figuring out what your values and priorities are. How am I getting that? Values and priorities. Okay. Values and sorry, just sucked in a bunch of incense. Maybe values and priorities around friendships and who you like. Are the people that are around you, are they the right influences for you in order to get where you want to go? Let's get a clarifier. Maybe a choice between past and the future. Page of Swords. Page of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Okay. With the Hanged Man. What's going on? Got lots of pauses here. Yeah. May require a conscious willingness to put yourself in a time out to once again get clear on what's working and what isn't. To get to know yourself a little bit better. To get to know what brings you joy, happiness, or what could bring you joy and happiness. You might not know. There's so much out there right now going on that we just don't know. We don't know what we don't know. So we have to make choices based on the things that we do know. You might have to make choices and take action steps with a whole bunch of stuff that's just not, we can't see, we can't possibly know yet. But with the Hermit card, with the Hanged Man here, it's like the opportunity, I think, is just to do a little more conscious, not reactive, willing tuning to yourself. Not what anybody else thinks, wants, says, but to yourself. Learning more about you. Learning more about you, but also maybe even taking time to learn more about the potential next steps that you would have to take in order to move in a new direction. So you might be taking time to study other pathways or other careers or other avenues that you haven't previously even considered along your path before you make a choice. which is different than rejecting everything and just saying no, no, no. Maybe just be a little bit more open. Maybe that's what's kind of here. Hmm. Okay, what to release or what to let go of? Did I say you might? Did I say you might have to? What is happening? Did I say that you might have to sacrifice one thing in order to get another? Maybe that's why you're rejecting the current options that seem available to you, or offers that seem available to you. Oh my God. Release? What? Release the Ten of Cups and the Four of Wands? Okay, with the Six of Cups at the bottom of the deck. It may be that it's time to release childhood or immature notions of what you thought your life would be. Maybe what you thought your life would be like right now, or what you thought relationships would be, or what you thought of a past relationship. Could be a belief system, but let's see. Your South Node can be super, super rigid and less willing to be playful with life. And you may have certain ideas of love and marriage and having it all. And maybe it's time to release the old ways of thinking, the magical thinking of a child, and look at, how has life actually shown up for me? Eight of Wands. Yeah. And be open to being in the flow of your life as it's showing up. I keep getting that, right? King of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Remaining stable and self-assured, even if there are certain things that have to be let go of or reworked, that can be upsetting, can feel stormy, it can feel unsettling, but the King of Cups is going to be able to remain, very present and very stable, even in the midst of some upheaval. could even be a nurturing presence around you, or maybe you being a nurturing presence for someone else. I don't know. I think I'm just getting more that this needs to be you. Just being more mindfully present with the experience that you're going through is really what I want to say. That's really just what is coming. Um, okay. What to focus on? What to focus on for Leo North Node? Page of Swords again. Bottom of the deck, Eight of Cups. And for me, this is sort of an eclipse card here. Right? Page of Swords. Okay. The winds of change. Something is calling you to move in a different direction, or to move in a different direction. But it's like you keep looking back, and unless you're being very intentional on what actually can I take with me from the past and what really is not working and no longer serves me, because this isn't how life is. I think you're going to end up staying stuck. So be very intentional. This is a card about less about what I'm leaving behind and more about what I'm walking towards. And, what's on the other side of those rocks? This person doesn't know, but is being called, inspired. I mean, you got this all over the place. That it's time to move towards something more fulfilling. More just like right. More just right. And I don't think that's an easy journey. You know, he's walking by the moonlight underneath an eclipse, all alone, doesn't know where he's going. And the cups are all, you know, they're standing up. They're not spilled. They're not knocked over. Now, underneath this Eight of Cups, there was a Five of Wands, okay? It doesn't have to be a right or wrong situation here. So, got Ten of Swords. Something has come to its completion. Love it. The Star. Time for healing. Time for moving towards wishes. Queen of Wands. Taking action. Shining bright. Trusting in the inspiration that comes to her. The Queen of Wands, Queen of Pentacles here at the bottom of the deck, and underneath that again, the Eight of Cups. So, you know, the Queen of Wands moves when she's inspired to move. There's an intuitive piece to her. And there's a willingness to shine bright and take up space and be the own light along her pathway. I mean, you've got the Hermit with his little star and his lantern. You've got, the moon lighting up the night sky, albeit a eclipse. You've got the star, the little star one there, bringing in wishes, and then the sunflower here. The star also connected to Aquarius. You know, this might be your first realization of the dynamics that exist between your South Node and your North Node. And it might be your first real intentional space where you're deciding to do the work to leave your comfort zone in the South Node. Like, South Node stuff just that is, you know, natural to me doesn't really work for me. Something's not working in the way that I have been. And so maybe I'm going to be a little bit more intentional and challenge myself to be more in alignment and learn more about my North Node, my big, bright, vibrant, playful, take risks, appreciate myself and appreciate others for who they are, North Node in Leo self. Okay. Interesting to have the Queen of Wands here, and then at the bottom of the deck is the Queen of Pentacles. Could be you also leaving behind, moving truly into adulthood, could be. Or if you are adult, into feeling like, maybe even middle-age crisis, like feeling like I need to make choices that are right for me, and stand in that power. Own that I am responsible for my choices. I am the captain of my ship, the master of my soul, or however that saying goes. All right, what am I looking for right now? I am looking for potential blocks. Potential blocks or obstacles for Leo North Node to be aware of. Potential blocks or obstacles for Leo to be aware of. What else do I need to ask? All right, there we go. Okay. 5 of Wands with 5 of Cups. Be aware of the be aware the potential blocks might be that you feel internally conflicted and even sad or disappointed or too focused on what needs to be left behind that you stay stuck where you are. Sometimes when it's time to level up, or it's time to grow up, or it's time to start living our own lives, other people who have known us to be a certain thing or to do a certain thing get very uncomfortable for any number of reasons. We don't have to get into it, but they get uncomfortable, and then they start pinging stuff at you. What if this? What if that? What if this? What if that? And then you get stuck, like, internally feeling conflicted, feeling conflicted, and making choices because you don't want other people to feel uncomfortable. It's okay to feel sad and to feel some grief and to feel some loss and to feel some disappointment, but you don't want to get stuck there. Okay? Strengths. What strengths can Leo North Node utilize right now? Now this guy's showing back up again. 7 of Wands, okay? With the Magician. You truly have everything you need to move into the next leg of your journey, to create the life that you want, to bring into this world in a tangible form whatever you are inspired to do, whatever you are called to do. It's your birthright. You are the magician. What you believe, you can achieve. And I think you've probably had some success in your life along the way. You've probably had some success along the way that if you can remember what it took to get to that place of achievement, of success, of even making choices along a past journey when you were moving towards something that was important to you and you might have felt other people didn't understand. But you maintained your space, you maintained your position, and you have, some experience that you are fully capable once you decide that you're going to do what you need to do to move to the next level. Okay? All right. Well, now, I never get I never get pop-outs. That was interesting. With this deck, I have to completely use it in a different way. Dang. You got the power of purpose at the bottom of the deck here, but my woe was willing release. Willing release. So we've got dandelions with dandelion, lion, Leo, a little butterfly. And these little seeds are blowing in the wind. They're going to go scatter about and start producing more. Let's see. What are your wishes? Willing release. That's what I was saying. There's like a willingness and a conscious willingness to get clear on your own journey and your own path. Let's see, 49. Is that the last? That's the last card in this deck? It's the last card in this deck. Yielding to a divine plan, releasing attachment to form, especially if something isn't what you expected or wanted, leaving room for serendipity. Some days you have to let go of your struggle to find an answer and focus on other things for a while. This doesn't mean giving up altogether or losing anything. Remember that in our co-creative partnership with the divine, give and take is necessary. You do your part by setting your intentions and taking any necessary actions, but you must then surrender the form, the timing, and how to your higher power. There is a divine plan for each of us. When acting on this faith, you may find that your intense desire for something translates into a feeling of attachment and entitlement. Yeah. Right now, can you immerse yourself in this experience and allow the divine plan to unfold as it will on your behalf without interference? Can you be open to receiving what is yours, even if it is not packaged in the form you thought you wanted? Remember this position? Even if it's not in the form you thought you wanted. You know, there's something coming that you're resisting, it appears. Perhaps if you look deeper, you will see that you've received the perfect vibrational match to your most authentic wants and needs. Hermit, Hanged Man. You have put in the work, defined your desires, and felt them deeply, and engaged your higher power. Now you must let go and see what transpires. This isn't always easy. Impatience erodes the foundations of your trust in the divine. Surrendering truly will serve your highest good. Knowing this truth in your heart, can that really be so difficult? And you're very close to achieving your goal. Let's see. Oh, I wish this book was labeled better. Gibbous moon. I think I'm saying that right. The word gibbous means bulging. What a descriptive word, right? And pulling this card at any time of the month suggests that the situation you're asking about is bulging with possibility and coming to a peak. But this isn't an ending card with a neat yes or no answer. Rather, you're being reminded that some adjustments may yet be required before you get what you want, although you're certainly on the right track, which is hopefully reassuring to you. However, there's also a sense that the situation is a bit tense. A fiery climax approaches. So, don't push too hard. One false move and the whole thing could blow. That's not meant to scare you. It's just to let you know there's a fuse attached to this situation, so be careful if you choose to light it. I know, attuned to the moon, I know that I'm on the right track. That sounds like it's really going to require your trust in your divine path. Additional meanings for this card. Now is a good time to review your plans. Yes. Keep the momentum going as you move towards your dreams. Stay focused. It's a good time to start a new project, and you need to get back to good health habits. Wow, Leo, North Node. Interesting. Okay. I hope that offered you a little enlightenment, some support, some validation. And honeybee, you, Leo North Node, remember that your life matters, your path matters, your journey, your struggle, your healing, everything matters. You are no accident. So, trust. Okay? And thank you so much for being here and being a part of my path. And be well. Bye-bye.